Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice 2 video. And in this video, we unlock Catwoman from Battle 212 in Heroic. So we're going to be doing the full fight so you guys can see how it plays out. Now, if you guys watched my previous video, we actually 3-starred the event so we can sim the fight. However, what is the fun in that? Now, obviously, the opponent's stats are a little bit bloated because there are 3 inmates here. So the modifier is kind of like a radiation from Injustice Gods Among Us. Luckily, in low chapters, the radiation is really weak. I think it's like 7 health for the opponent, so it's not too bad. And the advantage of this fight is you can tag out. So you want to try to do quick damage to the inmates. That way you can deal with them really fast before the opponent gets power. So there goes the inmate. Gorilla Grodd comes in. Let's use our ability and do a lot of damage to him. So here he might charge and take out Batman. Holy crap, he does. Basically just one-shot him. Luckily, Harley Quinn could do some damage, so down goes Gorilla Grodd. Scarecrow is in. And we're going to get rid of him fairly easily. Slasher Inmate is in. So let's get Wonder Woman in next. Mostly just want to save Harley Quinn because she has a little bit more health. The Slasher Inmate trying to use a range attack, not really working out. We're going to get some good damage with the special. So Catwoman, and we can try to shield toss her down too. If we get some criticals, it might work really well.
Next time,
so there's the claws. Down goes Wonder Woman, and we get rid of Catwoman, so we get the 1-star victory. And we get our 12th fragment, so Catwoman is now unlocked. 360 XP for that fight. So we're going to go into our home. We're going to go into our roster. So as you can see, we have the 12 fragments needed for Catwoman. So we finally got our 5th fighter, and that's going to be really good for getting more credits out of operations. So Catwoman currently has 755 threat, and it looks like the agility class. So looking at Catwoman, Selina Kyle prefers working alone. She gains a bonus on any remote operation she undertakes. In battle, her Diamond Edge claws cause bleeding damage over time. So if we look at the abilities, 5% more credits in operations, and a 10% chance for gear in operations. So if you can get Catwoman up, I imagine that you're going to get more abilities unlocked. So obviously, you want to use Catwoman in operations, but if you feel the need to use her in regular fights, why not? So we're going to unlock her talent slot, and we're going to roll a talent. So we get 10% resist damage over time. I think that's a crappy one, so let's re-roll and see what we get. Armor pierce chance for basic attacks. Let's take that. I don't know exactly what armor piercing does, but we're going to take it. So we do have a couple gear MCC, 303 health, 313 health, 69 damage. We do have a couple gear items for Catwoman. The Catwoman vest is 200 base health, so that's a pretty decent one. So let's equip that. Threat goes up 200. We had another gear item, Catwoman Whip. So the details on the Catwoman Whip is 1% lethal attack chance. Now I'm not sure if lethal is kind of like Mortal Kombat X where you just do more damage, or if it's basically a chance for an instant kill. But with 2 of 5, you have 10% health for Catwoman, so she's got like 900 threat. Let's throw her in an operation. So we're going to select a hero. So first we're going to select Green Lantern. Now you need 1,000 threat in order to do the Arkham Asylum, so we're going to send Green Lantern to the operation. Let's see if we have a duplicate gear item, or we could even just level up Catwoman and get to 1,000 if we can use like XP capsule. So yep, that'll easily put her at level 2. So damage goes up to 75. And threat goes up to 1,063. So at level 2, we can use the other operation. I think that's a little bit better. So we're going to claim these objectives later on, probably when the next daily bonus hits. So we're going to go into another operation. Now it's 200 gems to actually do that. So Arkham Asylum. And there she goes. So at operations level 13, it's 200 gems, and you get a 20% chance for XP. You get a 5% chance for gems, I believe, once you unlock level 10. And at level 11, your credits go up from like 15 to 20%. So I imagine that later on, you're going to have a 10% chance to get gear and a 10% chance to get gems. I really think that leveling up the operations for a free-to-play account is the best way to go, because if you can send 3 people into operations, and I'm not exactly sure how many gems you get from said operations. Now, we did only unlock 1 operation. I'm not sure when the 3rd one unlocks. But because we are very close to a 2-star Wonder Woman, I believe we only need like 3 or 4 more fragments. We only need 4 fragments for Wonder Woman. So to make this video a little bit longer, we're going to go into campaign and we're going to do all 3 heroic fights in Chapter 1 to get Wonder Woman. This is something that you should be focusing a lot of your spare energy on if you're not able to progress through the battles. Like, obviously, when you're at 13,000 threat, you might struggle on some of the fights if you don't play well. Alright, so unfortunately we were in normal. Now we're going to go into heroic. So the threat level goes up to 9248, and we have a little bit harder fights. This actually seems more like it. Now, I'm not sure if you upgrade a fighter, if it's going to cost credits to actually upgrade them to a 2-star. I've never actually upgraded anybody, but there are achievements for unlocking a 3-star fighter, so it's definitely worth it to get Harley Quinn fragments as well, because then you also unlock the super move. But as you can see from the way the game plays out, super moves are not your answer, unlike the first Injustice, where super moves are really good. Here we're just going to save Batman getting eliminated. We obviously took a lot of damage on him. Normally that's not the case, but this time it is. We have to be a little bit wary of Wonder Woman's defensive shield. Now, if Harley Quinn was at a 3-star, she would be able to get off a super move right now, and this fight would be over. But we're able to still eliminate her and preserve the 3-star. So we're at 27 of 30 fragments for Wonder Woman, 180 XP, 165 credits. So the first time you actually complete a battle, you get more credits. And then the second time you complete it, it gets halved. So you always want to try to progress through fights. Obviously, doing the harder battles will get you more credits. So we're going to do this again, and then we're going to spend our recharge. But yes, unlocking Catwoman seems really good once you're able to do it, because if you can get more stuff from operations, you want to obviously use her in operations, because if you can get more gear, and obviously don't stop at 1 star. If you can get her up to 2 stars, definitely do it. Because I have a feeling that the passive gets upgraded, and you're going to get more stuff. Deadshot doing a number on Batman and takes him out. I found that losing one guy isn't really a big deal, and generally you don't want to tag out to save people unless you know you're trying to 3-star fight. If you're not trying to 3-star fight, let them get knocked out. We get 2 fragments for Wonder Woman, 180 XP, 165 credits. So now, because we screwed up and did fights on normal difficulty versus heroic, we're going to do all of our objectives. So that'll get us 60 energy, 10 more gems. So let's start account leveling up a little bit, but not all the way. So that's pretty good. And we got 2 more achievements. So the achievements we got is own 2 agility heroes. So Catwoman is of the agility class. That'll give us 50 more diamonds towards upgrading our operations. And we get another 50 gems for 5 different heroes. So you get 25 gems for completing 70 daily missions, and this is really good for a free-to-play account. As I've said, upgrading the operation seems really good and really essential over getting the gold chest. I'm sure you're going to get gold chests over time, but we're going to do one more fight in Heroic Chapter 1, and hopefully we're going to get a Wonder Woman fragment so you can see that as well. As getting her up to 2 stars will also get another talent point, and I believe it'll also slightly upgrade her threat. So before we actually upgrade Wonder Woman, we're going to see like what your base stats are at 1 star and a 2-star. So I'm really excited for that. Hopefully we get a fragment. I'm not going to spend gems and re-roll it if we don't. So here Batman making short work of everybody. So as you can see, Batman can obliterate the whole team by himself if you don't get unlucky. Do we get a fragment? Yes, we do. So we have 31 of 30 for Wonder Woman, 180 XP, 165 credits. So it looks like once you hit level 30, it's pretty hard to level up in this game. So we're going to go into our roster. So Wonder Woman does have an upgrade available because she is at 1 of 2 stars. So 4,285 threat, 2,113 health, 332 damage, 5% critical chance, 1.2% defense, which I believe is going to be like a modifier that shaves off damage. This is going to be really important if gear has like 10% defense. You might want to take that over health. So 5% lethal chance, 2x crit damage, no chance of stun, and 3x lethal damage. So we are going to upgrade her star level, so 2113, 332. So that upgraded her health up to 2,944, damage is 492. And it doesn't look like you get any improvements. Lethal chance 5%, damage 3x, 5% critical chance, and 2x critical damage. But It's still a big upgrade to health and damage, so if you're struggling in these fights, you definitely want to try to get Batman up to 2 stars. You definitely want to get Wonder Woman up, because that's going to help out quite a bit. Now, you can spend 5,000 credits and unlock another talent slot. I highly recommend that. And 5% attack is pretty good. Let's just see what we get. 25% critical attack damage or 5% attack. This one's actually really tough, because 5% attack also means you're going to do more damage overall. So we're going to keep the current one. I think that's a little bit better. But as you can see, 6,302 threat, and the only piece of armor we're missing on Wonder Woman is the gauntlets, and that would give us 10% power generation, which is pretty important. So Batman currently has 4,085 threat, 1,611 health, 347 damage, and we can also take a look at Wonder Woman's passive ability. What would it upgrade to? So gains Fury, 5% damage when facing a male opponent, and 2% team attack. So the team attack goes up to 4%, and you get 10% more damage against male. So Wonder Woman having an attack boost is really good, obviously, because you're going to do more damage. You're going to kill opponents quicker. It's just a good passive ability. It's just like animated Harley Quinn in Injustice Gods Among Us 1. The more attack you have, the easier fights can be, especially if you're struggling. So if you like this video of Injustice 2 unlocking Catwoman as well as a 2-star Wonder Woman, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice 2 videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, and look forward to some more progression in Heroic Chapter 2 in the upcoming days. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!